You're watching the Gambia Radio and Television Services coming to you from the election house here along Battle Harding Highway, where, as usual, we are in the nomination process. Earlier in the week, we saw the nomination of the Gambia Democratic Congress, and today, Wednesday, is the turn of the coalition of political parties. Their candidate, Adama Barrow, is expected to file his papers here before the Independent Electoral Commission and go through the ritual as usual to be nominated. And with me here are two veterans and experts who have done this on numerous occasions. Alhaji Modu Joub and Ajaratu Aida Job are here sitting with me to take you through the proceedings here at the Independent Electoral Commission Election House. Alhaji Modu Joub, this is the second nomination. This time it is the coalition of political parties, made up of 6 or 7 political parties who have coalesced and selected Adama Barrow, formerly of the United Democratic Party, because he has resigned formally from the party and is expected to lead this coalition. And anytime soon, as you can see on your screens, the crowds there are waving, waiting for the arrival of the coalition leader, Adama Barrow, who is expected here soon to be nominated. Alhaji Modu Joub, here we are on the second day of the nomination.
Well, viewers, wherever you are, it's the state broadcaster, the Gambia Radio and Television Services for that matter, broadcasting from the Independent Electoral Commission's head office here at Battle Harding Highway. And just linking up to your statement, in accordance with Section 104, subsection 2 of the Elections Act, Mr. Adama Barrow has resigned from the United Democratic Party with immediate effects, according to a release from the Independent Electoral Commission, IEC. Mr. Barrow tendered his resignation to the IEC through letters dated 3rd and 5th November 2016, respectively, in order to enable him contest as an independent candidate for the opposition coalition in the December 1st, 2016 presidential election. So it is important to clarify that, because as the Act states, one cannot go with your party. You have to divorce your party, in other words, and come together as they have grouped together to then Barrow becomes the flag bearer. So that's the clarification that the IEC has made to that effect in relation to Mr. Barrow's resignation from the UDP. And now it's not an individual opposition party, except the Gambia Democratic Congress Party, GDC, led by Mama Kande, who had his nominations accepted by the IEC last Monday. So today it will be the turn of the coalition of opposition parties. Well, they will, as you rightly said, they will have to walk to the same chambers and go through the process, which we will enumerate later on in this telecast. Baringol modu kami fodo ngal be kontong mbe carte fay dinkira bañi na kunda bato e ka fay ko IEC la kunda ba mi yalon ko le batin Harding Highway e bi opposition kafolo wala patiol min yalon ko wolle kafuta e namanke Gambia Democratic Congress Party ti kali alon nyami Mama Kande min nyaton ka tene lungola ye wala ya kayto dundile sonta makabe lolale bitu wo kola nyim opposition party kote on le bele lata nyokan bitu ilawo kilimbaya kan ye min tambinde wole mu Adama Barrow te Adama Barrow ko Independent Electoral Commission IEC kibaro yitande nyamin aye fonyole ala makamoto ka ke UDP la nyaton kote kato ye nying sujudinde luwal la fanna keme anin nani abunda fulanjango nyinto mi yalon kole mu carte fay luwal nyinti ate bitung ala taro UDP ay wo makamo nying ay wo sendi le katabake ko IEC ay tande nyamin ko ala letarolu ay nati IEC karoti li saboti li lulola November karo nyin kono nyin kamala ase lono kake independent candidate wole ma faying fansung candidate oti mi yalon ko nying opposition la kafo wolle a tambindi pour ase tambi nyato min nyanta kala December karoti li folo la e carte foto nyinan samo je akumata pour mole woto seniandi kat loi mi yitande woto wole nyinti ko nalbe ni kafo le lota adu wo kafol minun lota e bota kafu parti kafu kote on leto ite kunkilinate lono la ila parti o toyala wala ila kafo toyala ibe makamo minto bundanyi tebe o saylale yena lono ka o coalition wala kafu ba te min denta e katambi wol nyato wala keta ni karol
Yamor Job, thank you so much. Well, just hand over the mic to Adama Ida Job. Ida, I think you will also put it into context for us for the benefit of all of listeners.
Thank you very much, Murdialo. Bokay ñu ngi leen di nuyu fii ci IEC headquarters bi nekk fii ci Battle Hardin Highway ci Kanifing ñaari fan ci gannaaw rek daje woon nañ fi doon teewee nag nomination boo xam ne ñu ngi ko doon tànn Mama Kandeh parti GDC ñoom ñu wone si woon seen kayit bañ nangul leen nag ne Mama Kandeh léegi mun naa taxaw pour place président bi tey nag ñu dellu si waat fi tey jii ci àllarba ji di war a teewee si nag beneen nomination boo xam ne opposition party yi nga xam ne ñoo nekk ci biir réew mi yëpp ba mu des Mama Kandeh ñoom ñoo booloo taxawal li ñoo wax coalition dal di ànd nag ci kàddu tànn kenn ku ñoo wax Adama Barrow pour mu jiite leen ñu war a ut maxaama président boobu fii ci biir réew mi comme ni ko Alaaji Modou doon leeralee nag ñu bari ñu ngi doon xaw a jaaxle waaye nag loi moo ko tëralee noonu Adama Barrow ñu ngi doon yebaane ci gannaaw ne dafa génn ci parti UDP loi bi nag noonu la ko tëralee comme que ay parti yu bari ñoo booloo taxawal coalition tànn ko bon nag du mun a taxaw ci turi parti ba nga xam ne fa la nekkoon mu di UDP loolu moo tax nag mu delloo ma xaama boobu dal di booloo nag ci coalition bi nga xam ne ñoom opposition parti yooyu ñoo ko booloo tànn ko ci loolu moo ñu fi dajale tey nag mu war a ñëw moom itamit feeñal fi ay kayitam bu ko defee nag kilifa yi nga xam ne ñoo nekk IEC ñoom ñooy kilifa yi taxaw mairie oote élection ñoom nag dinañ seet ndax li nga xam ne yépp moom lañ soxla pour mu mun a taxaw ut maxaama président am na ko bu fekkee ne am na ko nag ñu nangul ko comme niñ ko nanguloo woon rek ki nga xam ne moo fi ñëwoon ci lundi jële parti GDC bon nag mbir yi noonu la tëreegum ñu ngi xaar ñu egsi moom ak ñi nga xam ne ñoom la àndal fii ci IEC ci kanam tuuti nag nañ leen fàttali li nga xam ne moo di li ñu soxla yépp pour mu mun koo teewal fii ci kanami kilifay IEC yi ndax ñu mun koo nangul taxawaayam bu place président boobu Modou.
Jarato Aida Diop jarama Alhaji Modou Diouf nane onon fof on jarama musidɓe am fulɓe min calmini on ɗo Gambia radio he television services so tawi oɗon ndaara o programme ɗo hen minen ɗo gonani election house ɗum woni non suudu dareno kulle weddagol ngol karteɗe e nder leydi he hande ko ɗon min goni ɗon gandi son ciftori ɗon gandi koye jamanu élection gonɗen te ɗo he élection o fuɗɗota ko watte ko nomination waɗete te noon son ciftori ñande tenen parti goto o woni GDC mo Mama Kandeh ɓe mbanno nominate ɗum woni ɓe cumnombo pour o daranoɓe hande noon ko ɓeɗon jonta ɗum woni coalition o so hani coalition o noon ko woni parti ji kewɗi ko yata parti ji 5 ha 6 ko ɓen kawriti ɓe cuuɓi o ɓiyete Adama Barrow pour o ardo o coalition Adama Barrow noon koye parti UDP he o tawano kono no loi hollirni sa dartema loi constitution o ɗum woni loi ji men leydi ɗi section ko yata temedere he nayyi subsection 2 ɗum woni catal ɗiɗaɓal ngal e nder constitution he ngal holliri wonnoma hay goto wawta won he parti tawede parti ha para gardoɗa coalition ɗum woni gardoɗa woɓɓe ɓe so ɗum waɗi han ka funtate nder parti ma he so ɓen ɓe jiɗɗa ɓe ardo ɗum woni coalition o nden toon gardoɗa ɓe gila Adama Barrow noon wonno e UDP o waɗi resign ɗum woni o acci parti o tawti o darani coalition o woni o ardi o coalition ɗo hen hande noon ko ɓen no loi yamirni ko ɓen gartat ɗo hen so ɗo IEC ɓenne ɓe gadda kayitaji maɓe mbaɗa nominé ɗum woni ɓe cuɓamo o daranoɓe o élection présidentiel garowo ɗen no jitoni tan joni minen JRTS minen ɗo hen so waɗi han min kollat on min kalan on kala ko waɗi ɗo hen ɗo IEC suudu mawdu ɗo hen kala ko waɗi ɗo kala ko haalaɗo so Allah no jami min kalna ɗon min kolla ɗon ko ɗum woni ɗo tawo Alhaji Modou Diouf you can see the crowd in the background. I think I understand very soon the candidate Mr. Barrow will come with his entourage here to the IEC, where he will be received inside the election house before the IEC chairman Alhaji Ali Momar Njai who will do the process here. Just in the meantime, we can put it into context. What are the various requirements, or what are the various things that that a candidate needs to fulfill in order to be nominated? And as we've said earlier on Monday, we are following that the IEC. This year's election, the theme of this election is "The Gambia Decides." I am voting. Are you? So it is urging all Gambians to take this civic responsibility very seriously and come out in their numbers in less than 21 days to cast their ballot for the president of their choice. But before that happens, there are certain criteria that a candidate must meet in the nomination. That is, first and foremost, the candidate has to be a citizen of this country. That is, he has to be a Gambian, and he must attain minimum age of 30 years, but not more than 65 years. And he or she must have completed senior secondary school. And a candidate has been ordinarily resident in the Gambia for the 5 years immediately preceding election. And 5, that he or she shall be nominated by not less than 5,000 voters with at least 200 voters being drawn from each administrative area. And 6, that the provision of sworn declaration of assets. 7, provision of tax clearance certificate. And the payment of a deposit of $500,000. And last but not least, there is a provision of a representative symbol called and photographs of a candidate. So, and still, as I said earlier, the list is not exhaustive. We have the person also has to be qualified to be registered as a voter under the Constitution and the Elections Act, and he or she may contest in any election. A candidate shall abide by the Code on Election Campaign Ethics, which the Commission prepare from time to time. And 12, submission of a party manifesto encouraging the spirit of tolerance and multiculturalism. And 13, submission of a detailed and comprehensive campaign itinerary. So you can see that the criteria are very stringent in order for one to be nominated as a candidate. So Alaji Modu, one political party, one candidate has already met this criteria pending the finishing of the entire process on Friday. So now today it is Adama Barrow who is coming to also file his nomination papers.
Badi wol jeton coming for dong wala minti ko bi opposition coalition Adama Barrow wala binala kala kayitolo dundinang IEC jang sainteng mimbe kere wala minti ko follow na security bunda e do ko minke be tentulambe jayla kato dula janna ye mol be dande woleto folota tenne ado bebe labanna tenne saje londi moñing ani mo dantang min ya lon ko wolle ma bala nyolti wolle ka tamanan ka dunnan kundañin kono bitung ini mol minu nata wol kallo banta janale kaleje nyami e sello ye batuje ni findita bitung ni la kafo mol bitung alsita alla murado la ale janjang e kayra kono adon jambe tenkundi mbake adu ngaji ko soto ko nyin tenku mimbe keringa ko bebe keringa nyama ko bebe kala tenne ni ala sonta jannin carte faylu wala December karolem tili folo la nyina sabe kanyana aramisa lumule fe nde molle hakilo bulandi kandrong pour mol sa faham ko mobele la wajibolem ila nyantolem momo ni yalon ko isafeta ye carte o soto ila nyantolem yeta yela carte o di yalo wolu nga fole ko carte fayo nko akumata bakele ka fay kato wala mi la kangote pour sanyi lulu nalala woto wo kanwa manyana fayla nyanta dilale e ba dila minna itela long.
We reminded that you're watching proceedings here at the Election House along Battle Harding Highway, and as you can see on your screens, we anticipate that it is the coalition candidate that is making his way now, walking to the IEC here where the IEC chairman is waiting. And as you all know, now he has to walk some distance, some few meters, given the security corridor that has been erected by the security forces there to control the crowd. Now Adama Barrow, I guess, is walking with his entourage here to complete proceedings at the Independent Electoral Commission. Haji Modu Vaida Job, Musiban Fulbed, hande min biyono be odon do election house odon dara o programme do gimoro do election house to odon jitonni mido damini ko Adama Barrow e yimbe makko be joni ko ben gartani wayde no IC no lendinani do hen ko mba o seppa sera tan metero ji sera ha wawa nattuto IC do so wadi hano femtandira he IC chairman Ali Momar Diaye joni non Adama Barrow hana ara bo arda don he kalifa be ganduda ko ben babi mo be no arata ni ebe sepa be ngarato IC house to hen Alhaji Modou Diouf be andi boy ratan so wadi han Adama Barrow yettoto o lenado kaytaji makko de so IC chairman Alhaji Ali Momar Ndiaye
e toñala saying coalition ola nyaton ko wole kana mimo Adama Baroti ko nga fale nyamin mo dantan wolle ba dandananan fo bungo bumba kono jang jamin to bena futala sirantiola chairman independent electoral commission and in commission kafudin kote ngolo anila do kulalu mi ya nyaton ko wolem Ali Momar Ndiaye ala kaytol fanan lankenema abe larin tenne atele kanaten bitum ko nga fale nu nyamin don fo dalilol min yalon ko wolle be nyin tombondiro kunna e foye ke banku dingoti sanji tan saba nyanta wo sotolale ado manyan tambila sanji tan woroni lulula ado nyanta kala moti mi yalon ko senior secondary karamo ngay wo timmandile la londola karamola karola ado seke moti mi yalon ko nyin sanji lulol mbe min konoten e be sabateri nu nyim banko kan janne mo wuli lulu wolle ke nominate wolle ke la fo yitande banko mu me be kan wuli lulo kono doyata nyawnya tundu woro wulol be minu be banko kan e ka mina ko governor bankol wala sefu bankol anin meyol be damin doyata nyawnya mo keme fula nyanta wala wotole ela soto fengol be fana nyanta yitandilale anin fana income tax wala mun namu julo tela foye wo yitandi nyant
alay mo do wala wa nan ne jo ayda job tamit mu wal mbokay fu nekk ni Adama Barrow exina gaayami
waaw moom la ñoo gis ni ci suñu télévision yi Adama Barrow exina moo gaayam yi ñi nga xam ne ñoom la àndal nag ñi ci ëpp yëpp mu jàllo dafa am fuñ em ñi moo àndal nag bokk na ci ñi nga xam ne ñoom la bokkal mbir yi muy coalition bi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo booloo tànn ko ngir mu jiite leen gis nañ ne fi mu nekk nii dugg si nañ teeru nañ ko nag mu ngi dugg ci biir moom Adama Barrow moom ngeen gis noonu mu ngi dugg ak ñi nga xam ne yëpp moom la bokkal coalition bi daanaka mun nañoo wax ne mu jàll opposition yi ci réew mi yëpp ñoo booloo ba mu des ki nga xam ne moo di Mama Kandeh mi fi ñëwoon ci lundi ji
ayda joba jarama musibe am fulbe nami kalde tan Adama Barrow yettima joni ni te ko arde makko woni on jiido mawbe opposition be tawa hen on ji oro docteur Aissatou Touré Hamad Ba Halifa Sallah e ben be ganduda ko ben mbaabi mo ha coalition dari ko makko nyitono borni kaftan daneje do hen Adama Barrow joni mo natta o natti fayda joni ala ko heddi sina o femondira he chairman bo IEC Ali Momar Ndiaye wali han ko foti ko do wade fof o wada dum woni okkira kaytaji makko hollira kaytaji makko nane ko Modou Diouf halano ko do tan bay so do he makko daro taw do he makko daro president no luwa o halni taw ko mo foti wonde jiminande leydi Gambia ha pari hombo foti hebde duubi capantati te o fota bor duubi capande jeego he joyi ko non luwa wi te dum ne ha joni tan hombo foti hempin ko wiide ko senior secondary school woni mo foti jangde makko na foti ha hempina senior secondary school.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Let me welcome you all. As usual, we start with silent prayers. Adama Barrow, welcome.
Thank you.
And your entourage, Alifa, Ahmad, and all the members of the coalition. Welcome to the IEC. We are deeply honored to receive you all here. And as you know, we have to go through the process of receiving your nomination papers. And of course, the fourth item in the agenda is that the candidate should be a citizen of the Gambia, which is your case. The candidate has attained minimum age of 30 years, but not more than 65 years. The candidate has completed senior secondary school education, which is your case. The candidate has been ordered resident in the Gambia for the 5 years immediately preceding the election, which is also the case. The candidate shall be nominated by not less than 5,000 voters whose names appeared in the register of voters, with at least 200 voters being drawn from each administrative area. And because of this, we always ask candidates to bring in their documents well in advance so that it can be vetted against the other candidates. And this has been done in your case. Now what I need from you is a sworn declaration of assets. Your assets, please. These are the assets. Yes. Income tax clearance certificate. You have the original? All documents must be honest. Original. Payment of deposit of $500,000.
Until having the receipt.
We've got confirmation from our accountant that it has been done. Whenever I would like to see the deposits.
The receipt.
Your symbol, color, and photographs. Please.
Symbol.
The color.
The symbol.
This is manifesto, the symbol. The other item is a person who is qualified to be registered as a voter under the Constitution and the Election Act may contest as an independent candidate at any election. This is your case. A political party or candidate shall abide by the Code of Election Campaign Ethics, which the Commission may try from time to time prepare. So we should do that. All right, what we'll do, we will give you another copy that you can sign.
Yeah, you can sign.
You can do that. You can give another copy. Yeah, pending that, of course, this is not a major issue because it's something that you can address now.
Yes.
Well, as you all know, election starts with the registration to have a voter's card to be to vote. And we have this biometric system now in place. The first one was done 2011, and that was supplementally done January this year to March. To those who are not here and those who are 18. And it's a pride to say that as far as we are concerned, the registration system is 100% accurate and correct. All those who now possess voters' cards are bona fide Gambians at the age of 18 or more, because we invite all parties to send agents to all registration centers for them to object to anybody they feel is unqualified, either by age or nationality or whatever the case. And also make sure that it's done properly. We also appoint judges in all the regions, so that any complaint, any objection that cannot be done there and then on the spot, it will be addressed by those judges.
All right.
And so far, during this last implementation, there was a single case before any magistrate and judge. So any people have any objections, they were addressed there and then on the spot. So the voters list is 100% accurate. You've been given the soft copies, and those who are nominated to contest the elections will be given the hard copy, representing each of the 1,422 polling stations countrywide, so that nobody's name will appear in any 2 polling stations. That's why we are saying our system here is second to none. You all know the procedure of polling. Before polling starts, your agents and the IEC personnel will ensure that the polling booths are totally empty. The ballot drums are brought before everybody to see that they are also empty. And they are sealed and signed there and then. After voting, they will be brought back to ensure that the seals are not broken. Nobody can know who you vote for. It's transparent, and even before the counting is done, the party agents and the IEC personnel will agree that this polling station with 700 registered voters, there were 700 tokens taken out, and they agree among themselves that say 500 have voted, so the remaining tokens should be 200, and which can be 200. When the ballot drums are brought out by your party agents from the polling booth, they ensure that the seals are not broken. And then it's broken, emptied, and counted. When you count all the drums, the total will still be the same as those who have cast their votes. And your party agents will sign the result sheets. The IEC ensures that all the personnel will engage for this exercise, numbering over 10,000, and we are less than 20 in the field. Most of them are teachers, civil servants, whatever. And these are people who will select, train, and then deploy countrywide. So it is not possible for anybody to tell any polling staff or presiding officer to say, I want result A from your polling station. It's not possible. So you don't know who these people are, where their loyalty is. So you cannot rig it. You cannot doctor the results. It's not possible. And that is why we IEC that are going up country, including my very self, we toured the whole country, we met mayors, governors, chiefs, national members, alcanos, to emphasize that the peace and stability that we enjoy in the Gambia should remain. People are free to canvass and to canvass for votes throughout without any hindrance. If you are not part of their party, stay at home. But they have the right to be everywhere at any time. And that is why during this process, the IEC will ask for your itinerary, your campaign itinerary. Because from the 16th, it's the IEC and not the police that gives you permission to campaign. We reconcile all these various campaign itineraries to make sure that they don't clash anywhere. It includes the route, the timing, and the place. This will reconcile to ensure that it's free, fair, and no intimidation. Nothing that will really disturb the peace and tranquility we enjoy in the country. So get your campaign itineraries ready so that we can do this. And when it comes to the public media, from the 16th, the IEC will give all parties equal right, equal time to the public media.
We are here, we are independent, we are guaranteeing free and fair elections to the Gambian nation. So once we finish all this process, and even during the process, I think the whole world needs to know that our elections are top class. We wish everybody luck, and we wish the Gambian population, we congratulate them, and we hope come the 1st of December, the same spirit that we are sitting here with, the same spirit we started this nomination, the same spirit we find in the Gambia is going to continue, a spirit of peace, because this is what the Gambia needs. Thank you.
Well, in this world, we always need to improve whatever we are doing for the better. And because we don't know how many people we are going to contest this election, that's why instead of making the election day 1 day, we are going to split into 4 days. Because we have 9 registered parties. And if all 9 were to compete, it will be difficult to get them all in 1 day. That's why we chose 4 days. And so far as we are concerned, there will only be 3 contestants. The next stage, of course, is we have to scrutinize the documents you've submitted. And it's going to be also public scrutiny. This is the law. That whatever you submit here is subjected to be scrutinized. And we have a special day for that scrutiny, which is on Friday, because nomination ends tomorrow, inshallah. Then on Saturday, we are all your campaign itineraries. And from the 16th, the IEC is in charge and will give you equal access to the public media. For the private media, that's out of our hands, but I understand there is 1 or 2 that say that they are free of charge. It's best for them to approach you people. But what we are responsible for is the public media, owned by the government, paid for by the government, and we ensure that all parties are given equal air, equal radio time. And also what we really try to impress on those people, because you cannot be everywhere at the same time. So those people will be talking to through the media, to the public. Let them be very careful as to their language. Also during your campaign, during your rallies, let's maintain the peace and stability. Nobody should say anything offensive. Just put your message across to the best of your ability to gain people's vote and not to people's anger. So on that note, it's my singular honor, Mr. Barrow, to hand you over this document to say that I have received your nomination papers. And as far as I'm concerned, you are concerned, subject to scrutiny, it's my singular honor to say that you will be duly nominated.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much. Now you have the opportunity to read after the chairman's statement, and after that we will be waiting journalists outside for. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I was fortunate to know Mr. Ali Njai in the year 2007. That is the year I contested National Assembly for Jimara as UDP candidate. From that year on, I know Ali Njai as a gentleman and as a principled somebody. So, for Ali to become the chairman of the IEC, I was not surprised. Mr. Njai, you are the chairman IEC, the Independent Electoral Commission. That means you are the referee in this game. If you are the referee, we expect your independence. If you are independent, it makes your job easy. It makes everything easy for the people in the field. If you are independent, it's good for our democracy. If you are independent, it's good for Gambia. And it makes it easy also for people to accept final results when there is independence. But the final results always is the verdict of the Gambian people. And in this matter, if it is the verdict of the Gambian people, then it's the verdict of God. So we want your independence in this matter. thank all my colleagues, all these generals sitting here. They sacrifice a lot for us to come together and challenge the incumbent. And inshallah, we are going to respect all the code of conduct. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
His papers received and is duly nominated to contest on an independent ticket. Mr. Barrow is a man of few words. He didn't say much, but harped on the importance of independence of the IEC and thank his colleagues. Now he is leaving. Just before he leaves, outside, where he will answer some few questions. And earlier, Mr. Barrow expressed gratitude to his colleagues for the confidence they have in him to lead the coalition. And now you can see him confiding with Hamad Enkepa, who is among those who have escorted him to the election house. And also we saw Ali, Dr. Aissatou Touré, and also Halifa Sallah. All these people have come to lend their support to their colleague. And now he is expected to come outside here to speak to the press. And earlier, Mr. Momar Ndiaye, that is the chairman of the IEC, made it clear that the elections here in the Gambia cannot be rigged. And he also assured of their independence and also to ensure that the elections are free and fair and held in a transparent manner. So very reassuring words from the IEC and also accepted by the coalition candidate who acknowledges the importance of the independence of the IEC, describing him as a referee who will officiate this game. You've heard Mr. Barrow.
Yala kaitol tale, sontale kaselono. Between Kamina public scrutiny, walem argumalungo, min lafta la kaitol kisikisila, ibe wokelale. Kumo ditala, adong Independent Electoral Commission, la Sirambati Alaji Oma Aliou Momar Ndiaye, ay nying yitandila ko bitung ibe silo sotolale pour ila kuma kalimolu radio ni television o masakunda la nyimbunda campaigno wato la isela kuma kangolu yitandije ila be minu fola banko mole bara kana ke se hakilotu kuma kan sifal min yalon ko wolle be bole da kono ayda je kumata wala minti ko masakunda la radio ni television bunda nyin candidatul bebe wato sotola akuna tola den Barrow fanan kabada nata jabero ke ako ay Aliou Momar Ndiaye long mole mi yalon ko kabri ya tombong kanyim palaso de la ma tereng kato mo kendele mo tilindimba ado ay nyinji ko fanan soto ko chairmano nyin aning IEC ibe kol kelale a nyama min yalon ko wala nyanta kela ila do ko nyanta kela nyamin ado ni kumu itollem fatarlati mimo IEC de wala chairmanti anala mol ayda
ada dégg nga lu xew ci biir
waa loolu moo xew ci ko bon nag mel ni coalition bi ñoom itam nangul nañ leen seeni kayit ci njiitali ki nga xam ne moo di Adama Barrow li nga xam ne moom la IEC chairman Aliou Momar Ndiaye waxoon keroog rek moom la baamtuwaat tey.
I just want for you to tell how you are going to defeat the incumbent and what are some of the plans you have for Gambia when elected 2nd December 2016.
Thank you very much. I think the incumbent is already defeated. You see the turnout today, people who have come to the IEC, who have shown that the Gambians are ready. So the incumbent is already defeated. You have a lot of plans for Gambia. You have a very strong team. These are experienced politicians. We don't buy experience. So with that, I can answer your question.
Are you saying that you are depending on these people as regards to your experience? And my second question is, since you're working with a handful of political parties, what is your level of collaboration with them in ensuring a pre- and post-election Gambia with peace?
It's a team. We work as a team. We have a memorandum that we sign, and we respect that. We work as a team.
Could you please tell us how your coalition would be able economic development if you happen to win the December 1st presidential election?
We are going to win elections, no doubt about that. And as all of these veteran politicians are generals in the field, so I have no doubt that I have a very strong technical team and that will solve the problem of the Gambian people.
What challenges you face as informing this coalition?
And that will solve the problem of the Gambian people.
What challenges you face as informing this coalition and how you manage to overcome them?
It's always challenging to come together. Even a family to come together as a force is difficult. So it was not to come together. We see that Gambia is the most important thing, and because of Gambia, we sacrifice.
What is your overall assessment of the nomination process? What is your overall assessment of the nomination process?
Well, our priority today, we know we don't have minerals. Agriculture will be our main priority.
Okay.
If I say
One more question, please.
How prepared are you to maintain peace and stability within the coalition if you happen to win?
we will maintain peace and stability. I have signed the MOU and I will respect every bit of it. Thank you.
That is the end of the press conference, very brief, by the leader of the coalition, Adama Barrow, who has been duly nominated by the Independent Electoral Commission to lead the coalition ticket. And now he's leaving. I think you've heard what Mr. Barrow said. Very brief and to the point. He doesn't say much, but he has outlined his priorities and said some of the things that he will likely do.
jërëjëf dégg nañ ne li nga xam ne moom la Barrow doon waxtaan ak tëskati xibaar yi ñu ngi ko doon laaj rek moom bu fekkee ne gañe na lan mooy nekk jubluwaayam bu njëkk mu ne bunti mbéy mi ci laa njëkk a jublu laaj nañ ko nag naka la fexe ba jàmm ak dal am ci réew mi mu ne moom nag mbooloo mu takku ñoo toppa ci gannaawam te dinañ fexe ba jàmm ak dal bi nga xam ne moom lañ xamee réew mi ñoom it ñu taxawal ko comme ni mu ko doon waxee ci biir rek bim jëlee kàddu jàkkaarloo ak Aliou Momar Ndiaye won na ko ne ko moom Aliou Momar Ndiaye moom Adama xam na ko bu yàgg te xamee na ko déggu ak jub moo tax ba biñ ko jëlee def ko ci amaan AIC bam ko déggee bettut ko waaye nag muy ko gën a dëgëral ne ko comme que AIC ñoom dañ taxawal seen boppa amul fenn foo xam ne foofu lañ faral ñoom ñooy ñi nga xam ne nag ñoom ñooy doxal yëpp ñooy àtte te nag mu ngi séntu ci ñoom ne lépp loo xam ne moom la ñoo àtte rek ñu àtte ko ci li nga xam ne moo di yoon te balaa moo jël kàddu nag Aliou Momar Ndiaye digoon na ko loolu ne ko ñoom loolu mooy seen taxawaay te amul benn anam boo xam ne réewi Gambie fii élection dina am benn tappale wala njublan boo xam ne moo ci nekk fi mu nekk nii nag ki nga xam ne moo di Adama Barrow mu ngi ànd ak Halifa Sallah Amat Bah gis nañ fi Ojé Diallo ak docteur Aïssatou Touré ñoom ñëpp ñu ngi ànd ak moom ñooñu ñooy ñi nga xam ne ñooy coalition bi booloo tànn ko mu jiite leen.
Alaaji Modou yow dégg nga lu Adama Barrow fu mu nekk nii joxe na kayitam yi AIC nangu na ko te mu ngi dellu nii.
be takan sayin ko bantale Modou kacal minu ketanin kibar safelalo manke kuma jante min fotaje ya nyininka nate kanyeta munebe kelala nyatilin nawte ako seno bunda agriculture ka woyir wandi anim fanan kaje ko Cairo mimbe banko nyinkan se wo sabatindi anin tenkumo ako kadro ay lanno sodoko mol minu ba nokan min ya lon ko wolle mu coalition te adden ani minu be dending ko nyinna molle min ya lon ko politician olem adun ise kolu sambanole ka tamande kuma sutung wala katajan ko bengaje nyola nyamin sa inteng anala molbe fidikan katela kafo molbe lorinda min kata wolu tara ebe batukan damin sayni kumu ko nyimbe bantale IEC kundato jang batil hadin highway ko lata wala nyama bi sama APRC party wala nyantanala ke la nomination of fanan dundinan IEC ate nyindin kira kelo to jam
okay alaji Modou Diouf jarama musibe am fulbe na wayno joni ni do nomination o gasi Adama Barrow mo ganduda ko on di parti ji darni o holliri do kaytaji makko okkiri te IC jabi wono joni makko ne o yamirama pour o daro o election garo do hen nder gila IC chairman o jettata kaytaji makko di non halnimbo haali do haala ko ganduda wi wonnoma election o do hen leydi di do hen election o yarando fotini yaru te IC mabbe hay goto be keranani te no wayno carte de election o wedago carte hay goto wa dum jib wujugol ala hen hay tapale wawda hen wonde fof rewat lawol yarando fotini yaru te IC chairman Ali Momar Ndiaye ko dum o holli do Adama Barrow wonno public media o dum woni GRTS radio e television o so yaha campagne fuɗima ɗi parti ji fof kala dari do heɓat hen wattu seeɗa ara haalda he musiral ngal para waɗa campagne yaha taro leydi ndi fof ɗum fof o hollimo wondenoma heɓoto so campagne o fuɗɗima ali oɗo noon Adama Barrow noon gila o heɓɓi gila o jaboto Ali Momar Ndiaye o yettimo no ɓete o wi o ɓoyimo andu gila 2007 ɗum woni duuɓi jeenayyi ɓawa gila o dari election toon to leydi Jimara wayno ko Ali Momar Ndiaye gillen ɓe gandodiri te Ali Momar Ndiaye ko woni ko chairman IC no wayno bettani bo te o wi noon IC yo wonan hoore mum ɗum woni yoɓe mbat independent woɗa ɓe keran hay goto yoɓe mbat golle mabɓe no hanniri ni so waɗi han élection o yara no fotini yarude taw gila o fuddini on ɗo hen sagoɓe kibaruji ɗum woni media o ɓenne o yewtiɗiɗo e mabɓe no wayno ni Adama Barrow wona haala makko hewani noon fof kono o wi makko noon so tawi o gagnima no wayno ko ndemaka ɗum woni agriculture ko ɗum woni priorité makko ɗum o ɓurta accide hakkille o wi Gambia en ngala minéral no wayno en ngala kange en ngala nebam en ngala hunde kono en jogui agriculture alana en okki leydi te makko ko ɗum wonta priorité makko ɗum woni ko hen o watta feere ha leydi ndi agriculture ɗo hen ndemaka yara yesso o haali ɗo ko goɗɗum ne ko ganduɗa o kulle coalition o wi hono ɓe lamdima oɗo hono nanguirta coalition o wona goɗɗum o wi noon andagol coalition na satti kono noon ne wonniɓe yimɓe makko ɓe nanganimo te o yettiɓe o wi o waɗat ko wawi ha o yiya coalition o foof ɗum woni maɓɓe foof dentuɓe ɓe goni gotum te ɓe gagnima ɗe carte garoje ɗen jon noon no wayno ɗo hen ɗo batil haɗin hayɓe no wayno joni foof gasi Adama Barrow mo rutto joni mo rutto to yimɓe makko ten makko jitoni yesso télévision aji mon he te mbiɗa andi janggo la APRC ɗum woni lamɗo leydi o his excellence chef professeur haji docteur Yahya Eje Jammeh makko ne arat so waɗi han APRC ɓe mbaɗa nominé so waɗi han ayat no wayno gasat no wayno ko yimɓe tato tan hikka poɗoneta ɗaɓɓugol ngol présidence o ko min musidɗo moɗon Mamadou Diallo e Alhaji Modou Diouf minen gonani hen ɗo hen e ajaroto Aïda Diop mbiɗa andi ɗo heɓe jeeya tan Aïda Diop aɗa jogui ko ɓeyduɗa hen
jërëjëf Modou Diallo bon nag mbir yi jeex na Adama Barrow ànd na ak ay ñooñam dem fekki nag ña nga xam ne moo di mbooloo ma ko xaar bu ko defee nag fukki fan ak juróom benn ñu commencé campagne bi Ali Momar Ndiaye nag dig na leen ne parti yëpp dinañ leen jox waxtu ci rajo bi ak ci télévision bi képp koo xam ne am na loo bugg a gaaral ci askan wi mun nga ko faa gaaral waaye nag mu yokk ci nag ne kàddu yi nañ ko teeyal kàddu yi nañ ko boole ak yar ak teggin ndax kàddu la yoo xam ne mooy génn ci askan wi waxtu yi ñëpp ku ci nekk yaay em ak sa morom lu la neex moom nga caa wax amul leneen loo xam ne ñoom AIC mun nañ ko cee def waaye nag na doon kàddu yu rafet bon nag loolu mooy li nga xam ne moom lañ leen jëlaloon tey fii ci coalition bi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo ñëwoon seen nomination ëllëg incha allah APRC dinañ ñëw ñoom itamit teewal fi seen i kayit alaaj Modou nga ti
waaw fi mu nekk kuwol bantale baadiŋolu nga min fodon wala min ti ko nga mool hakkilo bulandi minu safeta banko mume be kan wala mo wuli keme sey tan sey ani woro mo keme lulu tan woro wala ani sey kate fay sansangol bebe kala wuli killing keme nani mo ani fula banko mume be kan momo safeta damin ibela bero jolo na jeleto modu lafta wala lafala no je ka hakki mol hakkilo bulandala.
Okay, thank you so much viewers. We also thank you for following us here at the IEC house, and on behalf of the entire technical team led by Alhaji Bakari Baji and the camera team led by Alhaji Mahmoud Toure, we wish to thank you so much for following this program here at the IEC building along the Battle Hiding Highway. Thank you so much. Until tomorrow.